My name is Rhonda Kazez, and I am a Faiths Act Fellow for the Interfaith Youth Corps and the Tony Blair Faith Foundation, hosted by the Malaria Policy Center, and I am Muslim.
And my name is Avi Smolin. I am Rhonda's wonderful partner. I'm very happy to be working with her. And we are Faiths Act Fellows in Washington, D.C. And I'm originally from New Jersey, and I am Jewish.
We've been Faiths Act Fellows for 9 months here at the Malaria Policy Center with Malaria No More, working for the Tony Blair Faith Foundation and the Interfaith Youth Corps. So for the past 9 months, we've been trying to mobilize and empower young people to be ambassadors for the Millennium Development Goals, specifically in malaria eradication.
And the way we've done that in practice is by working with college students from a number of different universities in Washington, D.C., trying to help them become better leaders, trying to also empower them to become activists on their own campuses, and also to connect with their peers on other campuses to raise awareness about malaria and how young people especially can make a difference in fighting it.
We've spent a lot of time going around to different university campuses, sharing the work that we do and connecting them to the Malaria Policy Center and the greater malaria movement that is involved in eradicating malaria. And I think it's been so exciting to see how motivated they get just by hearing that they can make a difference. Knowing that they have the motivation and the passion to cause change, to create a better world, wanting to do that, wanting to be global citizens and just make a difference, and us giving them the leadership tools, the information, the knowledge to make that happen, and seeing what they can do with it. We've had a lot of great experiences that Avi can share.
Yeah, we really have been inspired, I think, by the people that we've worked with. And I think that for me, what inspires me, and I think that this is relatively common in our generation, is that people feel like we can make a difference because everyone is so connected now through the internet and communication. It's really a very globalized world, and we're more exposed to the inequalities that exist and to the outcomes when malaria kills nearly 1 million people a year. So the way that we think we can fight this is by helping to spread awareness and get people involved in eradicating malaria and helping to end global poverty.
And you really just notice that when people know how preventable it is, how malaria can be easily defeated, and when you share the goal of 2015, so when you have these this solid information and these tools to be able to defeat it and what people can do, they really like to take action. And we've seen that with the young people that we've been working with. And I think young people are unique because they're still, they're in college, they have time, they have energy and passion, and so we're able to use those 3 things and help them to make a difference. Interfaith work has been about dialogue for so long, and what we hope to do this year, and we hope to have accomplished this, is to take it to the next level by bringing action into the picture. We've had dialogues about why our faith calls us to action, what it means to live a faith-led life, a faith-driven life in service for others, and we've been able to have these conversations and these dialogues and discussions and put it into action, and actually put it into action and really find out what it means to live in service for others.
And I think it's so important in the more globalized world that we live in, when there are so many communications and ways to talk to other people. It can be easy, I think, to lose that tangible connection, a real relationship, when you can message someone or text someone. To actually have a one-on-one connection or a relationship, I think, is all the more valuable. And I think that faith can provide that people who want to connect more deeply often do so through their faith. And it's important, especially because information is so widely available. People need to learn about others of different faiths, and when we can do that, when we learn about each other, I think it provides greater awareness of the world. And when we can come together based on our shared values, as Rhonda and I do every day, we can make a difference in the world, because not only do we understand where we come from and what our deeper motivations are, but we also understand that there are shared motivations, and that in the future, if we can continue this work and make it grow, we can solve some of the greatest ills that humanity has today.
I just want to stress the importance of religious literacy for us to learn about each other, because we live together in a really globalized world. There's 6 billion of us of all different faith traditions. So we need to learn about each other, learn about the other, and bring the other into your world and see how you can work together to make a difference and improve somebody else's life. On a personal level, I just learned the then how important it is to be inspired by other people, to take what is best from each individual that you meet, help bring out the best characteristics in them and learn from them so that you can improve yourself. And I have been surrounded by so many extremely intelligent, competent, professional, and wonderful people here in the Washington, D.C. area that are so passionate about what they do. And I think I've learned that it's important to take the best of each person and try to bring out the best in them and also in yourself, if that makes any sense.
And I think that we've learned a lot from each other also every day through the mundane and the new projects and email correspondence. We've learned how to work together to share responsibility, and I know that I've learned a lot from Rhonda.
Thank you. Yeah, working in an interfaith pair has been such a unique experience because when you go out, you're making a statement just by who you are, and then when you open your mouth and talk to people, you get to share what it is that is unique about working in an interfaith organization that is, working towards eradicating poverty. So I think that's been a unique experience to share with people, and I've learned a lot about the perception that people have just by seeing that and what statement you make. I think you mentioned that you've mentioned how much we've accomplished in 9 months, and I would like to attribute that to working together and having partnership with a bunch of different people. It's not the individual that can accomplish so much, but it's the support that is given to him and understanding what inspires him and a lot of reflection, him or her. But the one prayer I'd like to make for the world is that people gain a stronger understanding of each other and truly live their lives for the sake of God in the service of others. And I pray that we are all able to do so.
And I think that's a wonderful prayer, and I echo that. I think that it's hard to set a goal because I wouldn't want to set a limit for what can be accomplished, because I think there's always room for surprise in how much one person or a group of people can do. And whether it's raising thousands of dollars for malaria eradication or spreading awareness about global poverty, I think there's so much that can be done. And if people take the time to understand each other and grow together, I think that's where the solutions lie.